Streaming is cooked now. And you're wondering why I'm saying that because of the fact that, we live in an era where IRL is now king of live streaming. We have Twitch, which is now has IRL as its biggest category, as well as Kick. We have a lot of people basically clip farming these IRL streamers and are promoting that, and that's what's unfortunately climbed the ranks of that. And you may be wondering, like, well, C1, what do you mean by like streaming is done? Like, if we gaming is done. I don't necessarily mean that you can't play games, live stream, and grow from that. You obviously can. But the general idea and focus of everything is essentially it's being overdone. It's being overpopulated, overcooked. It's a lot of different things that comes into that. For example, let's do this off the top of the head. We just finished with Kai Cenat and his Mafia-thon. Obviously, let me go ahead and lower this down a little bit. Obviously, with the Mafia-thon, it was a big event on Twitch. Now, no shade to Kai, do what you got to do. Props to you, but go back 10 years ago. You will not see Twitch ever promote one single live streamer across its entire platform in the way that they promoted Kai. Again, no hate towards him, but this is just the truth. This is just facts with how things are right now. Um, Literally, there have been plenty of huge content creators, huge streamers that have been on the platform that have done various different things, and the most promotion that they would get is that during like TwitchCon when they're promoting that they'll have like a billboard or like when they did the Times Square thing and they had different creators up there on the Times Square's signs and stuff like that. And then when it comes to like promoting when they would have like TwitchCon, they'd be like, "Hey, this creator is going to be at TwitchCon." That was the most you ever seen of them promoting their streamers on their platform. During leading up to the events of Mafiathon, even when it just started, I would be like on Twitch looking, watching somebody else's stream, and then I would get a notification at the top of my stream, "Hey, Kai Cenat's Mafiathon is going on right now. Go watch it." And it's just like, bro, what? Like, you're just literally straight up just promoting this man out here, and you have other streamers that are currently live right now. Like, I'm quite sure there was probably over a million other streamers that are live right then, but y'all only promoting him. Come on now, like there's no fair and equal treatment here, and so this is the reason why I'm saying like, you know, be aware. Like, and then on top of that, if you guys have been paying attention to everything that's kind of going on on with dealing with Twitch. This is about to be a whole entire tangent. There's gonna be a lot of stuff getting off my chest, and I'm just explaining a lot of things. But there have been situations where some streamers have been like, "Hey, like my viewer count and my actual viewer list do not coincide with what's going on right now." Like they said that they can look at their viewer list and see like 100 names in there, but they look at their viewer count and it says they only got like 50 people in chat or like 35 people in chat, but they literally will go down the entire list, count everybody that they recognize names of people that have chatted within the past like 20 minutes, and they're not counting everybody essentially as a viewer. And that's a big deal. And I know some people like it's a huge thing that's going on Twitter right now. And people are just like, well, just why are you focused on your viewer count? You should be focused on your content and stuff like that, because of the fact that this is some people's livelihood and this is some people's actual jobs. Unfortunate as it may be that they can't actually may not be able to find an actual job where this is more profitable for them than actually having to work at 9 to 5. It's a blessing to be able to work at 9 to 5, but it's even more of a blessing to be able to work from home doing the thing that you love, and that actually takes care of your bills and stuff. But when the platform itself has an issue that needs to be addressed, and then we got people out here that are discrediting them, saying that, hey, maybe your content is not as good as you think it is, or people are leaving and stuff like that. No, it's literally there is an issue with Twitch because of the fact that everything that everyone says that shouldn't be an issue or whatever the case may be, people have done things to test it and find out if it's true or not. I'm not saying that all this stuff might be true, like all that stuff that they tested is accurate or whatever the case may be, but I can say for myself that I had a stream that I did, and I was rating out, and I rated out with 38 viewers, and I'm like, okay, cool, yeah. But then I looked at my viewer count, and it said I had 10 people in my chat. There's a bit of a correlation issue right there. And then I know some people are like, well, maybe they didn't have the stream running in the background and it like ended the video player. That has never always been an issue on Twitch. For as long as I've been on Twitch, back in the Justin TV days, I could go back and literally look at the viewer count and then look at my viewer list, and those two will correlate together with each other. Like if it said you had 50 viewers, you could go into the viewer list and see at least 50 names. Sometimes it might be a little bit less, it might be a little bit more because it takes a second to update it. But you would never have that huge of a disparity between the two. And other people are actually acknowledging this and like they're calling it out and people and then it's just like on top of that there's been some newer streamers that had just recently got partnered and they're coming from a place of entitlement which is already annoying as all hell. Like they're like, oh well, I don't even look at my viewer count anymore, you know, like people should stop focusing on their viewer count and then focus on their content more and stuff like that. And it's just like, bro, literally 2 months ago, you was constantly posting on Twitter and everywhere else saying, "Hey, I'm going for partner. Hey, come support me. I'm doing a partner push and stuff like that." Shut your ass up and get back to getting your numbers back up to the partner numbers because as of right now, last time I checked, a lot of y'all have dropped back down to 20 something viewers. It wasn't just the fact that your content is that good, is that people decided to go ahead and give you that chance and support you up to that point so that you could get partnered. Focus on your content. But I digress. What I was really initially was getting at was the fact that it's just like it's so many people that think that they are Twitch engineers that know how the platform works. They know how, you know, the player and everything works on the inside of it, but at the exact same time, y'all don't work at Twitch. Y'all can't say how these things work. So stop trying to discredit people. And yes, it is a rehashed, over talked about topic that keeps popping up, but there's proof that people are presenting that shows that this is not what it should be. Let these people get their words off, let them get their things off, and then force Twitch to actually address it themselves. Stop trying to give a shield for Twitch. Stop trying to be a cover for them. Let them handle their own business. Let them talk to their engineers, find out what the issue is, and then address it. Like these things need to be talked about, and we got people out here trying to defend Twitch like it's the greatest thing ever. Like as much as I love the platform Twitch, it's cool and all that stuff, but it's like as of lately how things have been running on there, it's annoying. And then on top of that, you know, we got to address the issue of these Twitch gurus out here that are trying to tell people how to, you know, grow on the platforms and stuff like that because of the fact that a lot of them are just giving regurgitated information and it's not helping people. They're like, oh, well, you got to go on to, you know, post your clips on YouTube. You got to post your clips on TikTok. You got to post your clips on Instagram. You got to post them on Twitter. You got to post them everywhere. And then you got to, you know, have a structured system to when you go live and this is what you need to do and stuff like that. I'm like, that process is, in all honesty, it's dead. Like, okay, so I won't say that it's fully dead, but it's done. Like, if everyone's doing it, there needs to be a new system in place for it. Obviously, back in the day, I got to keep referencing from the era that I've initially started in and how it worked. From the was it? I would say the because Twitch became a thing in 2011. From like 2011 to about 2015, all you had to do was just go live. You would eventually grow a following as long as you continued to go live just about every single day because everyone couldn't go live. They didn't know how to go live. They didn't know what Twitch was. But you could build up a following and a growing to the point that you would eventually hit partner by like 2017 or something of that sort. And then from like 2015 to 2017 to 2018, 2019, that era, that was the era of, you know, being innovative and then also posting your clips out there, your highlights, your, you know, your things that you were doing on YouTube and everything else. And then you would have like your VODs and stuff like that. You would make the channels and all that good stuff. And then from 2019 to about 20, I would say literally this year from this, well, actually, no, I would say from 2019 to about 2022, 2023, that was a period of just being live all day long. If you were live from, because that was during the randemic, as people like to call it. I don't want to say the full word because of the fact that I don't want any kind of issues or getting flagged for anything. But that was that era of basically if you were just able to go live consistently every single day because you didn't have anything else to do because you were stuck at home and you lost your job or whatever the case may be, if you just consistently went live, did a long stream of some sort and it was a popular game and you just kind of grew through the the numbers, because as we all know, Twitch is a kingmaker system. So if you have the more viewers you have, the higher up in the category you're going to be, and you're just going to be easier for you to be found and discovered. So during that time period, as long as you were basically just going live and playing a game and doing something that people wanted to see, you were going to, kind of somewhat blow up. And a lot of people did blow up from that period. Unfortunately, I have a essential job, so therefore I had to work, so I couldn't really take advantage of that. But from that period on till about, so what did I say, from 2022, 2023, that area. So from 2023 all the way up until basically where we're at now, this is the era of basically rallying a community together and granting and growing that support. That is the way that you're going to grow as of right now. How can I say that? Because I've watched it happen by multiple people. This is what I've been trying to do for years, but it's just like everybody that I seem to get myself around has the mindset of you don't know what you're talking about, and they don't want to do the things right that you're doing. Like right now, I was having a talk with a person before, and I told him, I'm like, hey, you should actually absolutely get onto YouTube. You should start streaming on YouTube and this, that, and the third. Oh, I don't know. Like it's not gonna benefit me. I don't know what I want to do and this, that, and all this and this. I'm like, bro, it doesn't matter. Like if you already are doing so many things, you're saying that you want to grow a gaming channel, so you need to go ahead and just start playing a game that you consistently like and that you're gonna grow from. Um, Make tutorials about that game. Do this, like make shorts on that. This is going to cause people to look at it. Granted, you are going to get some people that are going to be like, bro, this is common knowledge, but there's going to be some new people. There's always new people that want to learn about a new game, that are going to be interested in looking for tutorials. And if your video pops up, that's going to be a potential new follower. And if you have multiple videos, they're going to keep watching your videos, which is going to grow your channel. Common sense stuff, literally common sense stuff. And then they're just gonna tell me, no, I don't want to do that. It's a waste of my time. It's da 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 da. I'm like, all right, whatever. But then somebody on the inverse side, and this is gonna be a whole thing. This is kind of the reason why I'm drifting away from Twitch. But on the inverse side, somebody else on the other side that has a bit of a following that they respect, that they literally, if that person told them to go jump in a lake and do a heel flip out of the water and come out of the water, they would do it just because of the fact that they respect that person so much. They told them to do the exact same thing, and I can literally go look right now and see that person is live on YouTube. And I literally told them, I'm like, you should go live on YouTube and stream. It's like, but why would I be streaming? But now you want to do it. Come on now. Like this is the stuff that irritates me, because it's just like clearly you don't have any respect for me, because if I'm trying to help you and you don't want to do the thing that I'm suggesting, but if somebody else tells you the exact same thing verbatim and you do it, you really don't care about me, and you're only just around me for whatever you can get from me. Basically, you're just around me for to have attention, essentially. And it's just like that stuff, it really irks me to my core. And then it's that fake energy that's kind of like persistently grown throughout the platform. Even people that I've been cool with for years, it's like, hey, like, I can go back into my Discord DMs and be like, hey, I legit posted a message saying, all right, this is right before I kind of like did my big push for my gaming channel on YouTube. I was just like, hey, I'm serious about like trying to grow and get everything done. Like I had my period where I was close to like I hit the partner numbers, but I just my application got rejected. I'm trying to get back to that point. So if y'all trying to collab, y'all got any suggestions for anything that could do to like that we can do to like to help get me back to that point. And these are people that I trusted, I respect, and all this, that, and the third. And I'm like, yo, like whatever I got to do, let me know. My DMs are open. If we want to try to collab on something, they'll let me know here. Opportunities, if y'all want to play something, whatever the case may be, just hit me up. Like I'm always available, basically, in a sense. Like just let me know something in advance so that I can plan it out and we can get the ball rolling. 4 days later, after I sent that message, the next message was, "Oh, I got into the Bandai Namco creator program." 4 days went by. Nobody said nothing, but somebody else said that. And then everybody decided to be like, oh yeah, congratulations, congratulations. Everybody said something. Then I'm just like, damn, really? Like, all right, cool, I guess. Like, all right, like, fuck me, I guess. Pretty much. That's essentially what what I got from that. So I was like, all right, whatever. Didn't pay any attention. So then, I throw out a couple other little nets out there just to try to get some type of like reaction, just to hear something from somebody, basically. I'm like, hey, like, like since we're going to be going to TwitchCon and stuff, and I got some ideas for a thing that I want to do. Uh, since we're all gonna be playing Magic and stuff, like, can somebody help me make a new deck, so that I can bring a deck and we can all like, it'll be something new that no one would experience, and then we can have fun. Nothing. But then on the other side, somebody else is like, yo, like, I got this idea for this and stuff, and they have a whole full-fledged conversation. I'm just looking at it. I'm like, yeah, I'm like, really? This is what's going on now? Like, essentially, most people should be like, yo, like, you shouldn't even have to feel that way. You should, say something about it. And it's just like, but I have said something about it. I said so, like, I legit was like, I want to do a test to see how people are towards me. And then they were just like, oh, you're sounding like somebody else that was about to crash out. That's not good. You should go take a break. And it's just like, all right, if that is exactly how it is, then I see how I got to move. Like, I'm at this point where it's just like, tear it all down, move it away, and rebuild it elsewhere. And essentially, that's what I'm doing now. I've already got it in my mind to kind of like stop streaming on Twitch for the time being. I'm been putting a lot more focus onto my gaming channel. So if you guys don't know, Chris One, like uh, that's that channel is my gaming channel. I've been putting a lot of videos into that. Been putting a lot of effort into it and stuff like that. I'm like, I know my biggest thing back in the day is that I didn't want to do the video edits myself. I wanted to hire a video editor. Excuse me. And I wanted to basically kind of just get it to a point that I was okay with it, because I know other people are obviously better video editors than myself, but due to that being a situation of that, it was basically taking way too long for me to get things out there. So I'm just like, you know what, screw all that, I'm gonna do my own edits. They might suck in my eyes. It's not up to par where I want it to be at, but hey, at least I'm getting content out there. I can improve over time, and then once we get to a certain point of growth and stuff, I might be able to actually hire me a video editor. And that's another thing with me. I don't want somebody to like do my edits for me and then just be like, oh yeah, I just like video editing. Like, yes, that's detrimental to myself, because obviously they're probably gonna be a better video editor than me. But at the exact same time, it's just like, if you're helping me, I want to give something back to you. That's how I am. And a lot of other people are just like, I'm just gonna like, if they want to do video edits for me, I'm just gonna use them. And it's just like, I don't have that mindset. It's just never who I've been, and that might be again detrimental to me, because it's the fact that it's like, if you're doing something for me, I want to do something back for you. I have that reciprocation type of vibe with me. It's like, if you give me $5, I'm gonna want to give you $5 back at some, like, basically, like, it's just how I am. So like I said, I doing my own edits there. I've uploaded several different videos and stuff like that. We're getting the ball rolling and doing different things, but it's just like, I'm now at the point where I want to create a network now. Um, I've already built the well, I've started the Discord. I haven't finished it yet, and I know a lot of people will be like, "Well, you sound just like the other gurus and stuff like that." See, the thing is, with a lot of these gurus is that they will create a Discord because they have, and this is another thing that I also want to point out to you guys too, is that a lot of people be like, "Oh, it's impact over numbers and stuff." No, it's never truly impact over numbers, because of the fact that for you to have the impact, you got to have the influence. It's influence over impact over numbers. That is the true saying. And what I mean by that is that, people are like, oh yeah, if you like, numbers aren't that important. It's the impact that you have. But for you to have the impact, you got to have the influence. If you don't have something that other people strive for or people want, then you have no impact on them. And therefore, you won't have the numbers. Therefore, you have to have the influence. You got to have the things that they want for them to actually to have that impact on them. Time and time again, you can see it throughout, like, all over the streaming platform. If Kai existed, and then was it I think it was Phantom that found him and then propelled him up. Same thing with like Aiden Ross and stuff like that. Like, all these other creators that existed, they've been on the platform. Uh, was it Jinxie? They existed, but it took somebody with impact and influence to boost them up, basically, to get them to that point where it's just like, okay, now they have the numbers and the impact and the influence. But again, for you to have the influence, or for you to have the impact, you got to have the influence. And so a lot of these other streaming gurus, they're partnered, so that's the influence that they have on everybody else. That's the reason why they can talk, and people be like, oh yeah, they had to be right because they're where I want to be at. I might not be where you want to be at. Some people might be like, you ain't nobody special. Cool, whatever. That means that what I'm telling you, it's good for you, but at the exact same time, you think you have your own mindset. I'm not here to change anybody's mindset. I'm not here to, you know, basically have you come follow me around like a lapdog. I want to create a network of people that have the same mindset of it's just like I don't care what the outside is doing. I'm putting my head down and I'm getting to work basically. I'm going to do what I need to do to get things going for myself. And I want to surround myself with people that have that same type of mindset. Head down, ready to work, ready to grind some stuff out, ready to get the ball rolling for themselves, as well as the same people that have that same mindset and they're supporting them as well. Um, Essentially, I got to distance myself from the people that I've been like really really close to with the past couple of years, like because every time it seems like I'm ready to do something, I'm either ghosted, ignored, or left out of the circle because of the fact that I have a very demanding job. So it's just like, all right, y'all can go do what y'all want to do. I'm gonna stop feeding y'all my ideas because that's often what I would do is that I would give them my ideas, they would do it and work with each other on it, and then I'm left on the outside, kind of just like watching it, and then it's seeing that it's not working because there's parts to it that I didn't flat out tell them that they should do, and so it kind of essentially fails because of the fact that they're taking the idea and only doing 50% of it because I only gave them like 50% of the idea, like because I was putting the fillers out there to see if I can get people to come together and work with me on it. And it's just like every time I'm like okay, we got to plan this out, they'll immediately go into it and just start working, and it's just like you have to plan, you have to organize the idea, you have to get things structured in a way so that it actually can succeed and work. If you just go out there and do it without any structure, it's going to fall apart. That's just how common sense things are. So, like I said, I've already started working on the Discord, and I'm wanting to gather people that are wanting to learn how to stream. Like I want the people that haven't started. I want beginners. I want novices. I want experts. I want a mix of everything so that we can have all kinds of forms of knowledge together in a Discord so that we can help people grow. I'm not asking for y'all to come follow me on my channel. I'm asking for y'all, if you have that mindset and you're like, okay, I want to make this work. I want to know what this person knows, and I want to be able to implement these things. I want to be able to work together. We can collab on different things. We can do all this stuff. I want people that are ready to get this ball going. I want people that are ready to like just just to get things done. Just let's just do this. If that is you, I want you to put it down in the comments below saying like, look, I'm with you on this. I listened to the video. I heard what you're saying. Where we meeting up at? Where we getting things started at? And I'm gonna try to get back to everybody over time. Again, I'm doing these videos. I'm putting them out there, just throwing them up, and I'll be checking the comments. I'm also still be working on my gaming channel, and I'm gonna go through the comments and stuff, and I'm gonna get with the people that have actually joined the Discord that are. And that's another thing. Like I get a lot of people that are around me that are like, oh yeah, this is a dope idea. I want to be a part of it, but like they don't want to put in the work. Like I don't want people that are not willing to put in the work. If you're not willing to put in the work, don't come near me. Stay away from me, please. Because I'm going to get frustrated with just seeing that, I'm working this hard and you're barely doing anything. And you're just like, well, why isn't it working? You have to put the work in. You got to have a game plan and you got to put the work in to see some type of results. So I'm kind of rambling at this point. But if you're one of those people that's just ready to get this thing going, let me know. Leave it down in the comments below, and I'm gonna try to respond, look at every single comment and stuff, and I'm gonna try to get a hold of everybody, and I'm gonna get y'all into this Discord once I'm finished getting it going and stuff, and then we'll go from there, and hopefully we can create a good strong network that supports each other, that helps each other get to the points that they want to get to, achieve your goals and this that, and we'll start seeing some success rolling. Until then, this is C1 signing out. I'll see y'all in the next one.